squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the TCU Horned Frogs taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So TCU's offense has the ball for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the ground game. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Brown zone has it. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
Open runway ahead. The 30. Running inside the 20. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Try to get it to the edge. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well give it to him again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second half.
Quarterback checking the play. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They stripped it out. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He's looking to throw it. Release to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Quarterback checking off. Dialing up a second down pass play. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
2nd down coming up. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 26.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
He's got great speed. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
They got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, taking advantage of the clock. It's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try the left side. Nifty little dance step. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Bearcats will boot it away to start the second half.
28, Cincinnati, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Lining up to add another. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to...
Ran through the tackle, and he continues to fight for yards. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. He's got it again. At the 35, he's got room. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day.
Touchdown, TCU! And the route is on. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23.
42, Cincinnati, 14.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Offense, quick tempo. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the
throw it toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Bearcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter. Just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to get...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. First down here for the offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Shows him the stiff arm. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Now they're going to throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops the throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the punishment has been extended. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Offense set on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Trying to find his man on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The Bearcats have taken it inside the 20. They want to just keep throwing it. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Horned Frogs in the hurry up. Quarterback will audible. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's going for a big play downfield. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to Lane Stadium, birthplace of Beamer Ball, where they will touch the Hokie Stone and come alive for Virginia Tech. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hokies will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback.